girlfriend's right here. Look, her girlfriend. I don't know if y'all even see her. So I worked on a funeral message this morning, and Maggie, you are being hard. Maggie, here, load up, load up. I bet I'm gonna have to say that 27 times. She has a tendency to not want to stay where I want her. Stay. So been up this morning a little bit praying and reading and just spending time with the Lord. One of the things I do, I've told y'all, is I listen to my earbuds during the night. If I can't sleep, I listen to the Message version of the Bible, or I'll listen to a sermon. I've also found Audible books, and I get old Louis L'Amour books, or Lonesome Dove the book, or I've been listening to a book called Gus this morning, and it's just Maggie, get in here, load up, load up, load up, load up, load up, load up, stay. I'm going to become more patient, I believe, dealing with Maggie. She's so energetic. I was going to show y'all this morning, if I can figure out how to do this without messing up. Wait, that's not how you do it. Hold on. One of the things I'm learning with cattle recently, got educated by John Paul, is bunk health. You see them guys? Now, I have always, and you're always learning. You always need to be learning. You see them guys are still eating a little bit, and I checked their bunks. They're basically, it's basically empty. They're just licking it up, which is a good sign. You want them to have a clean bunk every morning, and you don't want to overfeed. I have always apparently overfed, because I was taught you make sure they're full. You make sure feed's in front of them. You don't. And there is a scripture, believe it or not, that says a hungry man's appetite is will work will is beneficial, because it gives him a desire to work. A hungry man to get up and go to work to get some food, while a lazy man is so lazy he won't even roll over to get it. But if you get hungry enough, you're gonna get up. Y'all look at that. I love waiting on the sunrise. So now I'm visiting with a guy, a nutritionist out of Kansas, that handles he's pretty sharp. He's a great Christian guy. I mean, really, really getting to know him. I've never met him, just by phone, through John Paul, who has a grow yard in Oklahoma. He's a pastor at Thousand Hills in Woodward, my friend. And so we talk a lot. He's got some of our cattle up there, and he's been telling me for a couple of months, man, that gut health, that gut health, and I'm like, you know, I don't understand it. And then I started accepting it, even though I didn't understand it fully. I've started accepting that there's something to this gut health. And Mandy's my medicine lady. She's real sharp, and she studies this stuff. I mean, she studies like veterinarian like stuff. She's studying what works and what don't. She's been telling me gut health, a drench, which I get all that. But I was in the old school camp that says you keep feed in front of them. You keep hay in front of them. Keep feed in front of them. And now I don't keep any hay out in just rolls of hay. They got grass traps, and they can graze and nibble. But I want everything they get coming out of this bunk, because I control everything they get for their gut. I control the ingredients that we mix. I control the amount they can eat, and I can monitor their health out of this bunk. Not by trying. I mean, listen. I mean, think about this. It is a very hard task to see a calf getting sick. You really need to see a yearling sick 2 days before he's actually showing us sick. Because if you say she don't love me a little, we're gonna learn, ain't we? If you wait till you literally know he's sick, I mean, it's obvious he's sick, you're behind in his sickness. So You look at them and you ride them, and I'm not that good. My old nephew, he's as good as there is. Uh, there's other guys, Gary Rowe. There's other guys that are pretty good at it. They can and they see something and they'll pull him. But as I'm learning to monitor this bunk, it tells me if they're healthy or not. It tells me how their inside is because this is what they take in. And so, these guys are already, and these guys are a week old or 10 days old. You see them standing there; they're ready. They're ready for feed. Now, when I look at that, they're telling me they're healthy. Now, if you look, you can probably see them right yonder. When I come down here with the tractor, as I pay attention, as I'm putting feed in the bunk, if they don't get up and come to eat, they tell me they don't have an appetite. Do you have an appetite when you're sick? Do you want to eat when you don't feel good? Nope. When you feel good, you just want to be left alone and lay. But if they're never hungry, I can't tell if they're full. I got to make that decision. But by keeping them hungry, giving them the ingredients that I know they need, that I decide they should take, that controls their gut, and then their appetite tells me. All right, so why is that important? It's the same. It's the same thing for a Christian. It's the same thing for us. We need to let our appetite. We need to let our gut. We need to have good gut health. We need to have good gut health. You need to eat better physically. You'll feel better physically. Take better care of your health by what you eat. Listen, the health issues in America ain't got nothing. I think ain't got nothing to do but with food and overconsumption. Obesity is the number one problem, not heart struggles or price gouging. Boy, bless Kamala's dumb heart. It ain't price gouging on food. It's the overconsumption. They can charge you whatever you want if you're controlled by your belly. You hear me? So think about this. I do not go out and eat steaks. You know why? I cook a pretty good one, and we raise our own beef. I can't get a steak as good as mine, and they charge you 50, $60 for a steak. I ain't finna go out and eat less than what I can make at home. So I want y'all to think about that and think about your gut health for your spirit. What kind of diet are you on? Starvation diet? You sure enough gonna be sick. You're gonna starve to death. Overindulgent. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying you can overindulge in the Bible, but let me tell you something. I am convinced. You sit down and read a chapter of the Bible. You read there's a reading program. They read a Psalms and a chapter in the Old Testament and a chapter of the New Testament. That's all good. And if you got nothing out of it, you didn't gain nothing. So I would encourage you to read for what you need. Ask him, Lord, you know what I need. You know I'm hungry today. I'm going to need some feed. So I trust you to give me what I need to feed and let me read and let me take some in. Let me chew on it a while. You know what else you need to do? Is you go back to it. I don't have no idea how often or how regularly during the day I go to the Word. For question answers, for discernment. Somebody asks me a question, I got to go look it up, and I'm thankful it's on this phone. I can actually Google because I know I may know and may remember a verse, but I can't find its address. But I can Google part of a verse, find its address, screenshot it, send it to somebody, giving them something to eat for what they're working on or what they're dealing with or what they're searching answers to. Are y'all hearing me? A healthy, regular diet is way better. Get your gut working for your health. Now, today is Saturday. I don't usually do these on Saturday, but this just was with me. I don't even remember if I did it yesterday. I had grief camp yesterday, got a funeral this morning or today at 1. A lot of us, we're busy, but that's good. And you can be as busy as you need to be as long as you got a good, healthy gut. And a good, healthy gut will help you know when not to be busy. So I hope you have a great day. It's Saturday. Enjoy it. I hope you'll be at church somewhere. We're going to finish up the series tomorrow on the finger. We're going to be in John 8. We're going to be through John 7 quickly. We're going to go through John 7 best I can, quick as I can, and get to John 8, 1 through 11. Jesus knelt down and with his finger wrote in the dirt. What do you think he said? Nobody knows, but it was powerful. Have a good day. Look at that. Boys and girls, good morning, good morning.